which supposedly is good Route 66 from now on to Seligman. But anyway, hopefully that's the last of the rain. I've got to show you a little tip though. I love these things. Little galoshes. And what that means? I've got dry little bushes. It's useful though, mate, I'll tell you. Look at that. And then easy to take off. It's about 40 miles probably, Seligman, on hopefully wonderful roads. And you know what? Okay, it's raining. And hey, look, we all plan our holidays, don't we? We'll get so excited, read the books, have a look at the pictures, and we imagine riding through the desert, wind in one's hair, and the sun beating down. Alas, life ain't like that, really. So you know what? I'm gonna make the best of it. As I ride out of Ashfork, happy days. The sun returns and Route 66 unravels in front of me. Still, thunderstorms prevail in the distance, but where I'm going looks okay. All that's left for me to do is kick back, say hi to a few bikers and soak up the views rather than the rain. Well then, it's been 2,000 miles in the waiting, but that bit of Route 66 was what I've come for again. This is Seligman. Route 66 starts, now remember this, at junction 139 off the freeway out of Flagstaff, and then comes through down here to Seligman, which is a really cool little town on Route 66. I've been here before and it's great. But hey, it's magical, man. Just that 20 miles was why you come to ride Route 66. Stunning. So this is Seligman. Kitsch it may be, touristy definitely, but whatever it is, it's thriving, and it can proudly claim that it was the first town on Route 66 to understand that its future was only secure if it pandered to the tourist trade and became a historic attraction. Angel is 83 now, a little hard of hearing, the town's barber and a legend. He had the foresight to instigate that belief in the 80s and bring together the community to work as one to make the town a mecca for tourists. Everyone along this boulevard of dreams looked on, but then copied his idea, so arguably America's Main Street would not be here today without him. Angel has been a barber here for years, and also he's known as the mayor of Route 66. So I thought I'd just have a little trim it on the beard. How come you're known as the mayor, Angel?
I was born here in Seligman 83 years ago, right?
83 years?
Yeah. I was here the day that our government finished the freeway in this area.
Okay.
At about 2:30 in the afternoon, traffic stopped because they finished the freeway.
Right.
The town died for 10 long years. The signs came down and they told the world the end of an era, the end of Route 66, the freeway's there, no more 66. And that is what Seligman is known for having helped save Route 66. Seligman, the birthplace of the resurrection of historic Route 66.
And Angel, you instigated that, really? Now, don't be shy now.
For half a dozen years, I talked about it, and I finally went into action, and the rest is history.
So the people of Seligman owe you a great gratitude. They can earn a living now, and have been able to, for 20 years.
It makes me so happy to see all these businesses activated. It makes me so happy to know that because I had an idea, this is what has come about.
Pretty good for a barber, hey? Huh? Pretty good for a barber. Nobody cuts my beard much. Angel's legacy is all pervading here. Admittedly, as you wander about, it's difficult to know what's original and what's not. But who cares? Seligman is a joyous experience, absolutely not to be missed. As I tank up though, it's Groundhog Day with the clouds. Well, Seligman is a treat. It would be better if it wasn't surrounded by steeries. Now, we've got to get to Hackberry Stores, which is a wonderful place about 50 miles down the road. If you look down the road, it looks pretty bleak. So, I'm told once we get through this, life becomes an awful lot easier. And the weather at Hackberry is lovely, but between there and here, there is what looks like to be some horrendous rain. So I'm going to tog up, and let's get through this, eh? Riding into oblivion again. I can't quite believe I'm still in good spirits. And sure enough, about 20 miles down the road, here it comes. Not as heavy as it looked, but not ideal. The only saving grace going through rain here is there are very few corners to negotiate. So all you really have to worry about is the visibility, the constant stinging of the rain on your face, and the very real chance of hailstones as big as walnuts. But soon it seems I'm through it, just in time to pull over to one of my favourite roadside stops on the whole of 66. Hackberry Stores has been here since the advent of the road. Thurston and his family have the pleasure of looking after it now. Thurston, what's with the weather?
It's just our monsoon season. It gets pretty nasty in the afternoon. Further down, as you go west, it should clear up. You're coming towards the evening, it'll start clearing up a bit.
But is it really true? I mean, most people have holidays July, August, so if they come here, is it going to be like this?
No, there's about a 5% chance they'll hit this. And this is our first rain since January.
Is it? Okay, so I get the 5%.
You got the 5%. You won the lottery.
Hackberry was once just a convenience store servicing both the travellers on Route 66 and the mining community that toiled here extracting gold and silver from the surrounding hills. The miners went, but the tourists arrived, and it was Thurston's father who had the idea to make the store what it is today.
Yeah, about 15 years ago, my father picked it up and had the vision of making it kind of a tourist center where it'd be part museum, part general store, part an area where you can just sit down, have a nice picnic or lunch while you're traveling.
I think everyone has said all the way down here, because of recession, people are perhaps looking for a slower way of life. Do you think Route 66 has some answers and, you know, this kind of country?
It most certainly does. You have to really, really want it, because it is a big step down from where you have been.
Yeah.
It's a culture shock, but those who embrace it absolutely love it out here. And it's a different lifestyle. To live out here and do this, you have to embrace an older way of life. You gotta not have all your glitz and glamour, your new trucks, your new bikes. You just have to want to live off the land type of thing and enjoy the company that people bring to you.
Just talking about wildlife as well, I mean, you know, you drive along, you know, you think there's nothing out there.
Yeah, it's very deceiving. You sit in one place for 30, 40 minutes, you will see 50, 60 different species of animals pop up. Deer, cougars, elk, all kinds of animals.
Wow. So the desert is alive.
Very much alive.
So much alive, in fact, that according to Thurston, carrying a gun around here is essential. So when in Rome... Thurston's just thought we'd just go and shoot the sign, eh? Do you know what I mean? Just for a laugh, really. I mean, what else are you going to do in the desert? What piece have you got there?
Well, this is a Sig Pro 40 caliber semi-auto.
Wow. Do you carry that all the time with you?
I do. I carry it all the time with me. For the main part, we are 2 hours away from medical help and police help. So out here you have to be able to take care of yourself and your neighbors.
Cool. So if there's any ruffian
or
rapscallion,
snakes, cougars, rabid dogs, you have to be able to take care of them.
Slot them.
Yep.
Here you go. Cool. Wow, that rapscallion didn't make it, did he? Hey, he got 3 in the turret.
Well, right?
Here we go then. Stay there, you terrible man.
You got him that time. You got him in the foot.
He's felled. I got him in the foot. That's wonderful. Should we go shooting rabbits now? While we've been messing around, the clouds have eventually parted to reveal a quite stunning sunset. Moments like this come along rarely in life. You know what, today's been pretty frustrating. You know, the rain in the desert. You know, one really wanted absolutely beautiful weather to show it at its best, but strangely it takes on another kind of mythical kind of vibe to it, you know. It becomes even more kind of mysterious as you ride. And you know, there's sort of white cloud in amongst the mountains and the black cloud above, and ahead I could see the thunderstorm breaking. And it's kind of like, would I want to be anywhere else, even in the pouring rain? Not for one moment did I think that today. And it is a place still that you can lose yourself in, and especially on a motorcycle. This environment, in whatever weather, kind of lends itself to riding a bike and riding the American dream. You know, that's what it's about. That's what we love, you know, that's what I love. And so at the end of the day, shooting a few guns, having a laugh, with the sun now in full view, a beautiful evening light ahead as we ride into Kingman. Couldn't be more perfect. The ride down the mountain is something I will savour forever. If you're in a quandary on whether to do Route 66, this evening ride surely must go a long way to convincing you. The desert takes on yet another dimension, almost supernatural in colour, like I'm riding a Martian A-road. The colours are sublime, the temperature perfect, and the smell of the rain evaporating off the road is intoxicating. I could ride like this forever, but alas, in a flash the sunset is over and Kingman appears all too quickly. Next morning though, it's systems normal. I can't say I'm in the best frame of mind today. It was supposedly going to be absolutely glorious today. For this wonderful bit of riding we've got from Kingman into Oatman through the mountains, but yet again we're dodging the rain. Anyway, look, small bit of roadside maintenance. One of my bulbs has blown, so I'm stopping at the auto parts to fix it up. Apart from this bulb blowing and a small oil leak, it's pretty amazing for 2,000 something miles on this bike. And it amazes me how it just thuds on. So let's just hope that will go in nicely. Oh dear, there we go, look at that. Posh. All lit up and ready to roll, I'm forgetting about the lack of sunshine. It's overcast and that'll have to do. This 30-mile ride from Kingman to Oatman is, I remember, an absolute peach. It's desert riding at its very best. The first 20 miles or so is arrow straight. It's a time to kick back and take it all in. The scenery, the lack of tin boxes, your fortune to actually be part of this iconic terrain, and most importantly,